Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. To throw right away is Howell.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was starting to be maybe the #1. Draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Taking a shot for Dell here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Take Dell from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Hader sets to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Hayner. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Hayner looking to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. On the return, Jackson. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. But just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Taking a shot for Dell here. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big connection on that one. 56 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think about trying to dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just see. And they'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Hayner sets up play action. And a throw there going to be incomplete. In sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. How long? That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. 2nd and 10. Hayner looking to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Hayner from the gun on 3rd down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 10. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Now the try here for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. That's it. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of the spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Off the play fake, Hayner. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Hayner here to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, Time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
He'll field this at the 5. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Mahomes now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now here's Mahomes. They've got his man complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Hayner backed up near the goal line. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a shot for Dell here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hayner. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's going to go up top again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get. And
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw is Hayner. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead. Oh, man, it's caught. inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about it. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their... And they'll be led out by a four-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. To throw is Montana. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Andre Reed, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans, 73 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. First and 10 for Montana and company. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that not supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that run.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
They go play fake. Mahomes airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Montana. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On first down, Montana. That one caught by Carter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. His kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a shot for Dell here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, they can make this a free possession game.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Montana to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just start walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now Montana. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They will look to throw. Montana. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Oh, heck of a move. Man. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun. Here's Montana. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Montana will throw for it. It's complete, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. To throw is Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
The extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the legend Joe Montana and this offense down by 12. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of him. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And this is good. It was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game. So it's a win for the Niners here. And no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, and he did it with both his arm and his legs. You talk about a dual threat. How about this headline? 2 touchdowns passing, 2 more rushing. They just couldn't find a way to slow him down.